Hello, everybody. It's Neck of the Woods. And then this is a follow up video talking about the differences between MGTOW and IBMOR. So, basically, my last video talking about the two different movements of MGTOW and IBMOR was too much to put in a 10-minute video. Even talking about one subject, either one individually, is too much to talk about in a 10-minute video. Many of you who have come to this video, probably already know what MGTOW is, and you guys probably have heard of IBMOR as well. That's pretty much a new movement as well. It's similar to MGTOW, but it's pretty much from the black man's perspective, and it's much more than just black MGTOW, as most IBMOR brothers would tell you. Also, I don't know if I was completely clear, but in the last video, I'm just stating right here, right now, I completely support both movements. One is not any better than the other. And the reason why I support both is because, well, I came to MGTOW first. I came across the first videos that was talking about MGTOW because I was searching for answers, and I had to like come across the information. And at that time, I think, to my knowledge, IBMOR didn't exist. You just had black MGTOW at the time. And then while I'm learning the information of MGTOW in general, there was a separation between MGTOW, white MGTOW and black MGTOW. And then the black MGTOW brothers, many of them basically started off IBMOR. And IBMOR, like I said in the last video, is basically black MGTOW mixed with black nationalism. And there you have it. IBMOR, I think, just solely is trying to awaken many young black boys, adolescents, teenagers, young black men, fully matured black men, older black men. That's what I think IBMOR is about. And I listen to the brothers on IBMOR, and there's more and more brothers coming out with IBMOR material. Me personally, Neck of the Woods, I don't consider myself MGTOW or IBMOR. I just look at both philosophies and listen to both and use them in a way that benefits me and what makes most sense to me. I'm not downing either one. I support both equally. But me being my own individual person, I cannot just be full-on MGTOW because, and I can't be full-on IBMOR neither. I think that like the full-on extreme versions of MGTOW, they would tell you to get the surgery so you can't have children. Many of them really strongly against having children, and whatever the reason, like, if that's what you feel like doing, that's great. I think a lot of them don't want to have kids because they're afraid of child support. well, I don't want to say afraid, but they're concerned about child support. They don't want to be taken advantage of. Once you have a child, the woman can just use that child pretty much against you, turn the child against you, and then extract money from you legally through basically legal extortion called child support. So I understand MGTOW about, you know, warning a lot of men about that. But me personally, I would like to have kids someday. Um, I don't expect to get married. Um, that's, again, they tell you about, you know, it's not a good idea to marry living in Western society. I totally agree with that. Um, I say if you are going to marry, you should go outside of the United States and live there. Whatever country you research on your own free time to figure out which society fits you and where the women tend to treat men much better than they do here in America, then you should move to that country, learn their culture. If they speak another language, if they don't speak English, you should learn that language as well, and then just make yourself a full-on citizen in that country of your choice. And then you probably have a better chance of marrying a female, a woman there that's to your liking. And your marriage would probably be much more successful there than if you tried that here. Um, and the same goes with having kids. And I think you could do the same thing over there. Have your kid, again, find that woman in her country. Do not encourage her in any way to even immigrate to the United States, since you would be the immigrant moving to that country, and you know, you have children with that lady in that country under those customs and culture. um, that's what I suggest. That's what I'm trying to do for myself. I'm trying to eventually move out of this country, but in the meantime, this is where I live. And so yeah, and a lot of MGTOW, they talk about, yeah, just having the surgery, don't have kids. I'm not disagreeing with the don't get married part. If you're going to get married, if you really believe in marriage, move out of this country. Don't bring that woman back. No, move to the country you choose to move to. You stay there. If you meet a woman there, you marry her there, and you keep living there in that custom and culture. Don't bring her back to America. And IBMOR, the reason why I can't just be a full-on IBMOR, there's nothing against IBMOR. I appreciate what they're trying to do for black men, and they're trying to wake us up, and I'm with them on that. But a lot of IBMOR brothers seem to talk about basically, like, I get that, you know, you need to focus on your black community and focus on black men, and just take it from there. But it just seems like I'm, and I get that they don't really want white people, white men in their movement. Okay, I get that, I understand. But I come from a different background from, you know, most black people. I grew up in the suburbs. I was born and raised in Orange County, um, in Southern California. And I was raised up by many different races of people: white, Hispanic, mostly Mexican, Asian, many different types of Asian, many different types of Middle Eastern, Native American, Um, not many black people. And yeah, I just don't really relate to a lot of black people. I don't relate to a lot of black men. Now, I'm still a black man, and I still go through the same experiences that all the other black men have gone through, whether you grew up in the ghetto or middle class or suburbs like myself. So that's why I listen to IBMOR topics, because I am a black man and I relate to other black men on the experiences that black men go through, and that's where I support them. But as far as like other races of people, uh, honestly, I've had better experiences with other race of people, even though yes, we do live in a uh, white supremacist society, a system of white supremacy. I get that. I totally agree with that, and I will talk about that in future videos. But you know, that's pretty much my take on that. And you guys have a beautiful day and a blessed day. And I'll talk to you later. This is Neck of the Woods. I'm out.